Greetings hobbyists, this is Artisans of Vool, and in this video we're going to have a look at an awesome boolean editing trick that you can do with hardops or ND. So I've shown the first part of this in videos before, but I just thought I'd mention it. So what we're just going to do is box cut something out there and something out there. Okay, so that was using box cutter. Then I'll just W to come out of that. Now say I wanted to reproduce this end part and do something with it, or do a boolean or whatever. Normally, if I come into edit mode, we can't actually do anything with this very nicely because these are all booleans and we don't want to have to apply our booleans. That means that this becomes destructive. We can't come back into this, let's say with Everscroll from hardops, and move things around slightly. So we want to be able to do this non-destructively. And we can actually gain access to this geometry non-destructively with hardops or ND. Now, hardops is paid for. ND is free, but obviously it'd be great if you gave a donation as it's being used to say thanks to the people that put this out. I'll put links to both of them in the description. But for hardops, you hit Q, come down to Mesh Tools, Face Extract, click on the face, space, inset it as much as you want, click, and then you're insetting it. You can do things like extrude it out. If I press A, this now becomes a union, so I can have it come in this direction, or you can just hit S, and then you've got no boolean being applied, and this becomes an entirely separate object. You could do exactly the same thing with ND. In this instance, you hit F to bring up their fast menu, and you're going to go to panel, or you can hit Shift and 2 for the whole menu, come to sketch, and you've got panel there as well. Again, click on the face, space again, and you're extruding, but you don't have the option to automatically boolean this out, so you're just going to do your boolean. So really nice couple of features here. Let's just delete that out. Now I always hear people saying that Blender is not particularly intuitive, but actually once you get used to it, you kind of associate what certain add-ons can do and just give them a try. And this would be an example of that. I've been creating this missile launcher and I needed to do something to the back of this. I kind of focused on the front and then decided what to do with the back later. And that's going to cause me some issues because at the moment this is entirely non-destructive. If I actually come back and get rid of all of those, I'll put the smooth modifier back on, you can see what I've done. Oh, if you want this menu at the top so you can do this with apply all and delete all, go to edit, preferences, and then get extensions, and this is called modifier tools. So from this block that I got the general size from, I just did a boolean to cut out the middle, which wasn't really needed because I'm going to mirror this later, but it gave me an idea of the sizing and what this would look like. Did a bevel there, then we did a boolean out for this shape, this little extra targeting part. Then we did a difference boolean to cut out the space for the missiles. Then we did a boolean to set this back slightly. And then because I wanted this arm paneling to look a little bit more separated from the main part, I decided to cut out a little bit there, cut out a little bit on the side, and then I decided this was too long, got rid of that, and then added in some detailing on the sides, and then I mirrored it across. So that's what we've got at this point. And then I decided I need to do something at the back. But this causes a problem. If I go into hardops, and then we start doing our face extract, and we do it here, and then space, and start insetting, we're very quickly going to get to the point where these parts overlap. Now that's not the biggest problem in the world, though it does cause some booleaning errors, and we could sort this out later if we wanted to, but I kind of just went, there's surely a way to fix this. And I kind of had a hunch that this wasn't necessarily based entirely on all of the booleans. Well, it is, but I thought maybe this is to do with what's visualized, not actually what's there on the stack entirely. So what I did is I took out that, and then I took out that. So do notice that now they're still there, they haven't been deleted, I can just bring them back later. Q, and then went into face extract, and then lo and behold, yep, this just works off of what is visual. So I can now drag that to approximately there, extrude it out. Let's A to use that as a union, somewhere there, and then click, and we're good to go. And then at any point, I can just come back to here, bring those back, and then I can come to my shape and start aligning things as I want to, just so everything is perfect. And we've got that good to go. So really easily, let's just H to hide that. So I just wanted to share that. I haven't heard anyone mention that this is just specifically off of what's visualized, so you can take things off as you choose. Now if I just come back to this and get rid of that boolean, I will say you can do this with ND as well, But interestingly, when we come into our fast menu and I go to panel, I found that I couldn't select this face at the end. Not really sure why. I thought maybe because there was a boolean cutting this bit off, but that hasn't seemed to have a problem here. So ND does have some bits that are a little bit weird with this, but if I come back to our original cube and then take that part off and then F and then panel, this clearly does work in the same way. It just has some oddities to it where sometimes maybe it won't work perfectly. But it is free. Maybe it was just the level of complexity in that other mesh. But there we go. Hopefully you'll find that useful and help you with your non-destructive workflows. If you think this video is worthy of a like, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day, guys.